Hello everyone and welcome to episode 21 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel, as it is the International Fight Week show. UFC 252, Stipe Miocic vs. Daniel Cormier 3 for the heavyweight title, of course, is our main event. As far as we'll get right into the show though, as we just have as far as pieces of mail. Lauren Murphy retired at 36, which is kind of funny because obviously in real life she's still ticking along. And then for the Ultimate Fighter, Nick Maximov beat Miroslav Broz by submission. And yeah, he was kind of my touted favorite to win the season, and so far he's doing pretty good. You know, a 6-foot middleweight. It's a good size for a middleweight, and a guy like him that is an excellent grappler is able to really get a hold of guys and get them down when they're down on the mat like that. Even if he's on his back, he's able to get a finish. It's a problem. It's a problem for sure. Somebody stand-up wise would have to probably beat him, if I had to guess, or if it goes a distance. But if you're going to be grappling with him, you're probably not going to win. As for 252, though, the, of course, main event, we know of Miocic versus Cormier 3. But the rest of the card, though, is pretty stacked. We get a fun, first-time-ever dream fight between Nate Diaz and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. That's going to be a fun-ass fight. And also, the co-main event, after the shocking upset win of Caitlyn in the, what was that, the second episode? I thought it was one of the early ones, where she beat Valentina Shevchenko. She takes on Jessica Ai. Of course, it's a women's flyweight contest. And then also we have Thug Rose taking on Tatiana Suarez. As well as an opening contest, Yuri Petroska taking on Nikita Krylov. That fight is crazy to be kicking off the show as well. That's a fun-ass fight. And we'll go through the prelims once we get over there. But as far as with DC and Miocic, as far as 22-2-1, 19-3, similar records, similar in age. As far as Miocic has a bit of a stand-up advantage for sure. DC, of course, is I think every fight he ever had a as far as giving up a reach advantage to his opponent. Stipe won the last fight as well back in August of 2019. And, of course, that is a huge loss. You know, one of the only two men on the planet to have beaten DC. You know, Stipe Miocic, of course, John Bone Jones. As, DC is the slight favorite. Minus 150, plus 150 for Miocic, though. And, of course, the winner of this fight gets John Jones. So, as far as that is a huge implication for both guys. As far as DC, he's going to get a fourth fight with John. As far as maybe, potentially, on the rise. Actually, no, at that point it had only been two, because we never got the trilogy. Yeah, so he gets a third shot, potentially, at John. Or, as far as he might retire here if he beats Stipe. Because at 41 years old, it would make a lot of sense, for sure. As for Stipe, 37, looking for that 20th win as well. And Stipe's coming in about 10 pounds lower than him, which is, pretty on brand for him. He fights around 240, 250. It kind of fluctuates depending on who his opponent is, but yeah, this should be a fun fight, fun main event. And it's funny enough, it's the first time we see both these guys in the save, so we're not exactly sure how they're going to perform, but they should perform pretty well. The co-main event, as far as Jessica Ai, at 16-7-1 no contest, at 6-6-1 no contest in the UFC. Pretty brutal record, especially compared to Caitlyn, as both did weigh in at championship weight, 125, right on the dot. As they did fight once before. It was a split decision win for Jessica Ai back in UFC 231 for Max Holloway versus Brian Ortega back in 2018. Another close one on the betting lines, though. Minus 150, plus 150. Jessica Ai with the split decision win. And, as far as it's kind of funny, we both have Independence, Ohio. We got the, Cleveland natives in the main and co-main. It is very much a Ohio show. That was not by design. I just so happen to work out like that, as we'll see if Cleveland's going to have not one but two champions at the end of the night, or they will have 0 champions, or if they're lucky, they get to still keep Miocic, or they'll have a new one in Jessica Ai. That should be a fun fight, though. So stylistically, they match up very well, but the fight I am looking forward to the most here, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Nate Diaz. Two styles that mesh very in a competitive fight. Two completely different styles, so they're going to mesh quite interesting. As far as obviously Stephen Thompson, a high-level kickboxer. One of the best kickboxers in the world. Obviously one of the best in the UFC. And he's taken on a tremendous Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist in Nate Diaz. And obviously a good boxing style, but really the grappling advantage gives him the favorites as well on the betting lines, which makes sense, as far as from a grappling perspective. A lot more of that happens in the UFC in an MMA fight compared to actual stand-up wise. But, Stephen Thompson, if he throws a spin kick or he throws a head kick at the beginning of the fight, he can end it in an instance. But two guys that never fought, and I always thought that'd be a fun fight just from a styles clash perspective, and two very, very popular guys as well. Just seems like a fun fight to make, and they're two top 15 welterweights in the world as well. Works out for me. I'm cool with it either way. Of course, Nate Diaz is coming off the loss, or I guess the doctor's decision loss to Masvidal. As far as, that was back in November, so he's waited a little bit for his fight here against Stephen Thompson. As for Stephen Thompson, though, I'm trying to remember what his fight was. Was it VanZant McQuay? And he had the Masvidal fight after that, but he kind of had a tough run of it after going on a great tear at the beginning of his run, beating Whitaker, Ellenberg, Hendricks, Patrick Cote, Rory McDonald, and had the draw, which both those fights against Woodley were terrible. And I think that's kind of what stirred, also beating Johnny Hendricks, too. I just didn't realize that. As far as that kind of probably stirred him away as far as getting booked against other wrestlers, because the Val's kind of terrible, both those fights were. But, this should be a good contest, though. It's crazy to think he lost to Matt Brown, though, in the second fight. Matt Brown's a fucking savage. And this, for both guys, they're looking for that kind of last run of a championship fight, for Stephen Thompson. Of course, it's been a while, and for Nate Diaz, he's always going to have the support to be able to try and get a, title fight again, but they're definitely at the twilight of their careers, and they're looking, at least for Stephen Thompson, he's looking for his 11th win in the UFC, and for Nate, he is looking for his, I believe that is also his 16th win. Yes, his 16th win he's looking for in the UFC. And then for Thug Rose, Tatiana Suarez. Suarez undefeated, 8-0, 5-0 in the UFC. 8-4 for Thug Rose, 6-3. They both weighed in at 115 as well. Nobody missed weight. As Thug Rose, slight favorite. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters as far as on the female side of things in the world. 9 and 12th on the rankings. And, a strawweight contest. It should be very, very exciting to see how it plays out. Actually, as far as for Thug Rose here, she is coming off a loss to Jessica Andrade. And she got knocked out by that slam from Andrade and lost the belt. So again, looking to potentially get another crack at the strawweight title. But she's going to go through Tatiana Suarez, the undefeated Tatiana Suarez as well. As far as stand-up wise, definitely Rose has the advantage. But again, wrestling background from Tatiana Suarez is a bit of a problem. Probably for a lot of those girls. And, I think for Rose, she's got to really bring it. She's got to bring it, and as far as if she's wanting to. So I like the two styles clash affairs, though, on the main card. But Yuri Petroska and Nikita Krylov is just two fucking savages in there, and they're going to let loose and beat the piss out of each other. As Nikita Krylov, though, he's got a pretty great, as far as, he's got the karate background, but he's also a pretty good grappler as well in his own right. But really, his big thing is really stamina and cardio-wise. Not really great for a 205er. Had the split decision loss on that to Glover Teixeira. Also fought Jean Bokovic, which those are tough fights, but losing to OSP in the beginning of his career as well. Beat Marcos Rogero de Lima. Also beat Ed Herman, knocked him out in the second round at 201. But it's obviously been a while since he's had really a big highlight. Because even the OSP win, great, it's a great fight, and that was a great fight. But really for what he's looking for, he's either going to get ran through like a buzzsaw, he's going to maintain his 11th ranking here. And somebody like Yuri Petroska, I mean, we don't need to sell Yuri Petroska. We all know how incredible of a stand-up guy he is. A guy that has a unique style, keeps his hands down, throws a lot of wild shit, and he's a goddamn samurai warrior in there. He really is. He's got an iron chin, to be honest. I am very, very stunned that King Mo knocked him out back in Ryzen in 2015 during their Grand Prix. Because I was a shocking loss. Of course, he got his revenge, though, at the Yokohama show and at Ryzen 15. We gave him the fight against Shogun in his debut, and it was a split decision, and it was pretty close. Shogun actually made a good effort out of that. It was a slight upset, but really what Shogun did that I thought was really interesting is he did pretty well stand-up-wise with him. But Petroska, again, he was stuffing a lot of takedowns, which I was very surprised with. Did not expect that from him, but yeah. We'll see if Petroska can get another victory here and keep this kind of incredible winning streak going. With some names of yesteryear, really, with this. You know, he's beaten Kazuchika Fujita, he's beaten King Mo, Fabio Maldonado, he's beaten CB Dalloway, and now Shogun, and he's looking to add Nikita Krylov to that list. That should be a very fun fight. I love this card. I really put a lot of fights that, you know, International Fight Week, we try to make it a big deal, and I stacked this card, at least the main card. I kind of forget some of the prelim fights, but at least that main card, it's fights I want to see for the most part. Actually, all these fights I want to see, just from a, yeah, I would definitely say all these fights should be exciting. Maybe the main event, if DC kind of lays in praise, but I don't think he will. But you never know. And yeah, Malcolm X Gordon against Brandon Moreno. Main event in the prelim. Crazy that Brandon Moreno is main eventing a prelim. That kind of shows you how nuts this card is. And plus, Malcolm Gordon's a savage, too. 12th and 22nd on the flyweight rankings in the world. Brandon Moreno, slight favorite, minus 260. Makes sense. Malcolm Gordon, plus 200. Again, both guys making weight. Jiu-Jitsu background for Brandon Moreno. Of course, he just lost in the save to Jazier De Silva. Has had a pretty bad run, actually. It's kind of crazy how 2020 was actually a year he kind of turned it around. But right now, it's not looking too hot. It is not looking good. They're losing to Pantoja, losing to Sergio Pettis, and then having the draw with Askar. Now he just lost to Jazier. So it's not looking good. He needs to win, and it's a great opportunity for him against Malcolm Gordon. That's going to be a tough fight for him. Malcolm Gordon's nobody you don't want to sleep on. That is for sure. As far as where Malcolm goes, I didn't even look at his history, but yeah, that's funny. Beat Jared Brooks. His fight record's all fucked. I just now realized that. But that's alright. That happens. Rob Font and Ronnie Lawler. So, this was a fight that Ronnie Lawler took on pretty short notice. As far as Rob Font was scheduled to fight, if I remember correctly, it was, I want to say, now I'm thinking about it. See if it has the news. I don't think it will. Damn. I was hoping it would. Now I'm blanking on who he replaced. Shit. Nonetheless, as far as Rob Font gets a replacement fight here against Ronnie Lawrence. And Ronnie Lawrence, I believe, took this fight on about 3 weeks' notice, give or take. He is the slight favorite as well at minus 170. Going to be a fun fight. Ronnie Lawrence, is a tough fight for him. Both guys are super tough, and that's going to be a hell of a fight at 135. And Sean Strickland against Kristoff Jaco at 185. This is Strickland's debut at 185. As far as made weight as well, which is no surprise. He is the slight underdog. As far as Sean Strickland at 20-3 record, 7-3 in the UFC. And Kristoff Jaco 21-4. A crazy record here. Wrestling background for Sean Strickland, which is kind of funny because his style is definitely not wrestling. Definitely is boxing now. He's really taken what he has learned from a lot of just the goddamn, I would even say, that it's not even just as far as sprawling. It is, or sparring rather. I don't know. I just combined brawling and sparring, but compared to what he's learned in sparring, this is what he has done boxing-wise and what he's learned from guys as far as from a stand-up perspective with technique and kind of what he can do defensively and is able to cut the ring in half and really push somebody up against the cage and dictate what he can do boxing-wise. He's been incredible. Really, I would say, since he's really turned up his boxing skills as far as what he's able to do and kind of how he wants to fight, especially when he fights in the Apex and the smaller octagon, he could really, punish people. And obviously, now in real life, he upset win over the middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, now of course the middleweight champion in real life here, but Sean Strickland, I think depending on how great his boxing really is in this mod, he should be fine. If it's not really up to par, he's going to be in trouble. Is probably how I would view that, because Jaco's going to be pretty good with his judo. He's going to keep him against the cage, he'll look to trip him down, and just got to rinse and repeat probably the whole fight. As Miranda Granger against Paige VanZant as a women's. As Paige actually came in a little underweight at 123 as a 125er, so strawweight contest here. Miranda Granger 7-1. She's 1-1 in the UFC, whereas Paige VanZant is 8-5. It's funny enough, her record obviously is pretty brutal for Paige VanZant. 5-4, just lost to Mackenzie Dern. Not only just lost to her, but she got her fucking ass beat from what I remember. Yeah, landed a little bit of shots, but mainly it was just Mackenzie Dern grinding her down and just laying on top of her and beating the piss out of each other. She really hasn't had a great performance, really, since the Beck Rawlings fight, and even then, that was, 2016. It's been a while. And even the Rachel Ostovich fight, which it was it's a great fight from a marketing standpoint, but maybe not from a technique standpoint or anything like that. And now, obviously, once the pandemic hit, she was just like, well, who needs to get punched in the fucking face when I could stay at home and make thousands and thousands of dollars? So, good on her, as far as with Paige VanZant. No need to be taking a beating, getting paid, 50 and 50, as far as, she probably had a better contract than that, but still, as far as she's making way more to not get the shit beat out of her, and not have to deal with, 8 weeks of fight camps and really just grinding it out for months at a time in a gym, when she can just do that, as far as damage-free. But, Paige VanZant being the favorite, it's really no surprise, but, because really with Miranda Granger, I knew I was going to do that. She had a tough fight against Amanda Lomos in real life there. She lost in the first round to a rear naked choke. Hannah Goldie was terrible in this save when we saw her in her debut fight, so really that win is maybe not the biggest of praise for her. Really with her, she's a bit of a mixed bag, a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none type of fighter, and really with her, she's going to need to bring a really good stand-up game. I think she's going to want to keep out of the, as far as wanting to get a win here, or Paige VanZant, because Paige is definitely the better stand-up striker, but maybe on the ground, Miranda might have the advantage. In our, as far as our heavyweight prelim, we have Latifi taking on Sergey Pavlovich. God damn, is Sergey Pavlovich a heavy favorite, and there's a reason why. A size advantage, just a fucking savage and a half. Latifi's only really leg to stand on here is if he wrestle fucks him to death, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think Pavlovich is going to knock him out in the first round, as 2-2 in the UFC. Crazy they lost to Tabora in the save. Did not expect that at all, which was an armbar in the third round too. I believe it was an armbar from the bottom, if I remember correctly as well. Tabora did a pretty good job as far as grappling-wise against him as well. So as far as Pavlovich has been prone to a lot of those wrestlers, as now Theodore is making a big old mess over there. Just great. And, this is a huge fight for Pavlovich, because he really needs a win here. After the loss to Marcin Tabora, he needs to get back on the right path. We will see if he can answer the bell, but for Latifi, coming up from light heavyweight to heavyweight, like he did in real life here. So this is a very, very tough fight for his first fight in heavyweight. He did get the win in his last encounter, though, and I believe we did have this as a light heavyweight contest, from what I remember. It might have been a heavyweight contest, now I'm thinking about it, but I'm pretty sure, no, I think Ben Sassole's a heavyweight, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he's definitely heavyweight. As, I don't know why I was just kind of, like, second-guessing myself, but yeah, as far as a man that is an incredible wrestler, and had a fight...
Playing from Max's iPhone.
Yeah, that was fun. Sorry about that. As far as that was loud as hell. With Latifi being a absolute assassin in there, he, as far as from a wrestling perspective, probably the only way he's going to get this win is if he can grind them out. If he grinds them out, he's able to pick up the victory. It's crazy that a guy that was 7th on the light heavyweight rankings in the world is now a huge underdog against somebody like Sergey Pavlovich. That kind of just shows you how great that, he is obviously a absolute savage in there, is Sergey Pavlovich. Then the final prelim fight, Ryan Hall versus Amakan, as I knew I was going to fuck that last name up, but as far as Mr. Finland, Amakan is great Greco-Roman wrestler, but when you have somebody like Ryan Hall, who is a wizard in there, as far as from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu perspective, it's an enticing matchup. It's an enticing matchup for sure, and it's a tough break. It's a tough break for, I think, both guys, because both guys, what they like to do is, as far as it's a tough sell. It's a very tough sell for them with how things are going to play out for him. Because, obviously, McQuan, he's looking to grind you out, use his Greco-Roman wrestling to get the takedowns and stay on the ground. Whereas Ryan Hall, obviously, he's looking to get submissions from the bottom. And then, as far as stand-up-wise, it's really going to be who's going to ever win this fight is who's going to be the better stand-up guy, I think. Because both guys are very talented on the ground. Obviously, Ryan Hall just beat BJ Penn in real life here, but BJ Penn was pretty much washed at that point. And he had beaten Granger before that, so he's just kind of running through. The Artem Lobov fight, though, and at the Ultimate Fighter, that was a huge win for him, actually. But, as far as Ryan Hall, 35 years old, a world-class grappler, of course. But he is somebody, and of course, winner of the Season 22 of the Ultimate Fighter. Looking for a big win. Looking for a big win to start off the show and start off the prelim. Of course, we can now go through the analytics as far as Miocic making his first defense of the heavyweight title. Of course, if Cormier wins, it's going to be a second reign. It's the third time they fought, of course. Main event was 241 last year in August. Miocic won by TKO. The 11th time that Miocic has main evented a Pride. It's the 11th time that Miocic has main evented a UFC event. 9th time for Cormier. Both have finished 3 of the last 5 opponents. 2 and 3, of course, in the heavyweight rankings. And Cormier is the Blur Guy Stat Picks picked at least 6-1. As Chris W., the lone backer of Miocic. I think it's really close. It's really close. It really depends on what type of DC shows up. As far as if he can keep it standing there for Miocic, I'd say Miocic's got a really good shot. If Cormier is just an animal in there, takedown-wise, it's probably going to be a long night for Miocic. The women's flyweight title bout here is trying to make our first defense here is Caitlyn Chikagan. So they have fought once before, back at the UFC 231, as Jessica winning by split decision. 2 of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world as far as on the female side of things, 6th and 7th on the rankings, as 4 out of the last 5 wins by decision for Jessica 3 out of the last 5 wins by decision for Caitlyn Chikagan. Chikagan is the slight favorite, 4-3, but it's very close. I think it could go either way here for Miss Chikagan or for Jessica Either way there. Steven Wonderboy Thompson and Nate Diaz. Diaz is the heavy favorite on the Blurcast stat pick, 7-0. No surprise, really. Again, grappling advantage definitely is to him. Steven Thompson, though, very dangerous stand-up-wise. Can end it in an instant. Thug Rose versus Tatiana Suarez. 2 of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. As Thug Rose is 9th, Suarez is 12th. Suarez has finished 3 of her last 5 opponents. Rose has won since April of 2018. And she's got the 6-inch reach advantage as well, but still, Suarez is the favorite on the Blurcast stat picks. That's pretty crazy. That shows you that they do not respect Rose's wrestling defense. But, I think this is a great opportunity for Rose to get back out there. She's only fighting once a year. We'll hopefully look to give her another fight in the fall or even in the winter. If she gets this win or if she just gets destroyed, then we will have no choice. But Tatiana Suarez is looking to use her wrestling to get her this huge victory here to beat somebody like Thug Rose and potentially vie for a top spot in the strawweight division. Is Nikita, the minor Krylo, taking on Yuri Prochaska. Yuri Prochaska, 25th on the rankings, 15th for Krylo, but Prochaska's still a heavy favorite on the Blackcast Tap Picks. I mean, he's a warrior. This is, I don't think that one's going to the distance. We'll see, though. I didn't think Shogun was going to last with him as well, so I've been wrong before with as far as Yuri Prochaska. Malcolm X Gordon against Brandon. The Assassin Baby Mareno. Mareno is the favorite, the 6-1. First time they fought as well, and yeah, I mean, Mareno, this should be an easy win, but someone's backing Malcolm Gordon. It's not completely out of left field if you would get the win here. Then Rob Font versus Ronnie the Heat Lawrence. Ronnie Lawrence, of course, is the Blurcast that picks favorite, 5-2. Makes sense. He's a big size for somebody at bantamweight. You know, at 5'8", he's a pretty long and lengthy bantamweight. Rob Font's the same height, though, too. That's going to be a really fun fight, though. They match up very, very well stylistically. As Sean, Tarzan Strickland, taking on Kristoff, Jaco. So yeah, the Tarzan nickname, it made sense when he had kind of long hair. Now, I guess he still is very much a wild man, but doesn't really fit as much as one would assume. But yeah, I mean, he's the underdog, according to the Blurcast Stat Picks at least. I can see that. I can definitely see that. It really depends on what type of Strickland shows up in that fight. It says, and then Miranda, Granger, taking on Paige, 12 gauge VanZant, as Paige is the favorite, 6-1 again, as Granger has the one backer in Paul, but I definitely would say Paige has got a stand-up advantage and should be able to get this win. We'll see. Sergey Pavlovich, though, taking on Latifi, as the sledgehammer himself. Latifi is going to need to use his size and mass to throw around Pavlovich. I don't think it's going to fucking happen, though, because Pavlovich is still even the bigger fighter, which is crazy because Latifi is a absolute tree trunk of a man at 5'8". But, yeah, man, he is strong as hell, though. This is going to be a fun-ass fight. That is for sure. It's crazy at 6'3" and 5'8", we don't really see the reach advantage from Pavlovich. I'm sure it's just a slight one, but still, it's pretty crazy. And Mr. Finland, Amakan, taking on Ryan Hall. As Hall trains at TriStar Gym, which Makwan is 0-1 against other members of that team. And then for Makwan, he trains at SBG Ireland, which of course Ryan Hall has an overall record of 1-0 against other members of that team. Ryan Hall is the favorite, 7-0 on the Blurcast Stat Picks. No surprise. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than I think a lot of people would assume. We'll see, though. I might just get embarrassed here. Because, yeah, it's -100 and -110. I mean, that's very, very close for someone to have such a heavy favorite on the Blurcast Stat Picks. Both guys 5'10", both weighed in at 145 right on the dot. We'll see how they do. Yves Levine's a referee. Cage side judges here. Hall gets a good ovation here. It's a hometown kid here from Las Vegas. Here we go. Hall looking confident, shortening his range. Interesting, they're starting off with a strike here. There's a right cross. As Makwan gets a hold of him. Trying to get him against the cage, but look at that. Hall with dominant position now in the grapple. Look at him suck him into the guard. Oh, yep, he's got him in his guard. Well, shit, there's the armbar. Well, as Makwan defends it. It's like, well, that's it. As he now lunges forward and slams his shoulders into Ryan Hall. Looking to move into rubber guard here. Look at our fucking Umaplata. Oh, man, that would have been awesome. Thought that was going to be it. Here's a Kimura now, and he got him. Yeah. That's Ryan Hall for you. Yeah, that's as advertised. Came in, let that first round finish with a submission. Once he got him to the ground, it was over. Once he sucked him in the ground like that, it's just like, oh, it's over. Absolutely over. Makwan's probably only chance of stand-up-wise, and yeah, just there went that. Nice win for Ryan Hall, though, as he praised his team at TriStar Gym. It's very responsive to all the fans who go and support him. Talks about tapping Makwan out, and he says very happy to have won with his submission technique. It's funny. He's not really a great promo guy, which is very funny that he's got like a name value. It's just, he's a fucking wizard in there. God, there's just two massive men at two different ends of the spectrum, from a size-wise from Pavlovich at 6'3", and then from a width-wise in Latifi. If he's going to win this fight, he's got to beat the sledgehammer. He's got to turn Pavlovich into the nail. I mean, this is just going to be a tough-ass fight, though. Very, very tough. Minus 770 on the betting lines. A Sambo background for Sergey Pavlovich. Yeah, he's got at least 25 pounds on him as well. And they meet in the center. They sort of strike Latifi with a right jab, with the left cross is blocked. There's a leg kick from Pavlovich. Two left hands on the strikes. There's a right jab, but Pavlovich evading the big right punch. Pair of left jabs, followed by a right cross. Here off the counter from Pavlovich. He's doing good. Pavlovich has not really been like such a favorite. I figured the betting lines were all fucked up because Latifi's a lot better than a minus 770. You know, as far as a favorite against. He definitely is a lot better than that, as he's going for the body with a left kick. Now there's a right hand rather from Latifi. Pair of jabs from Latifi again. That's a left hand. Now they're going toe to toe with strikes. Latifi lands one of the flurry of quick punches, misses the hook. It's a clean right hand from Pavlovich now. Oh, there is a fucking powerful left hook from Latifi, and he knocked him down. Looking to finish the fight here. He does it! Latifi, what an upset. And plus 610. Someone made a shit ton of money with that. Fuck yeah, I mean, what a win for Latifi. Caught him with the counter right at the end of the round. Fuck yeah. I hate to say that to Sergey Pavlovich. I mean, he's had opportunities to really dominate. Hasn't happened. We gave him to Bora. Lost there. Gets knocked out in the first tier. I mean, Latifi, though, again, I was just shocked at how badly they had him rated, because he's a perfect heavyweight besides just, like, a height advantage-wise, but size and what he can do wrestling and stand-up-wise, he's a great talent. He proved it there. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight, as he gives an name-check event at All-Stars Training Center. All of his sponsors, all of his friends, family, and supporters. As Latifi says it was a tough fight, gives a sure respect to Sergey Pavlovich. On the next prelim, Miranda, Danger, Granger, taking on Paige, 12-gauge VanZant. Paige is the favorite. We'll see if she, in fact, can get another big win. She's from Sparks, Nevada, so another hometown native here, a Nevada native. This fight begins. They touch gloves. They meet in the center now. VanZant with a nice 1-2. Granger with a right cross, and there's a cut above the eye of Miranda Granger. 30 seconds in the bout. Someone's already bleeding. Oh my god, these girls are just laying it in, though. There's a left jab. Can't at the right cross. There's a jab at another miss on the right cross, this time from Granger. Both girls are going after it, though. Misses the big right hand. Here comes VanZant off the counter. It's two jabs followed by a leg kick. There's a jab and misses the right hook. Pair of jabs, those connects with the right hand. Counters the right hand with a quick kick to the leg. VanZant hits a jab, also hits a kick to the leg. Granger misses a jab and hits a good right hand. There's a jab, also lands a left kick to the rib cage now. Oh, there's a fucking clean right hand from Granger after the left jab, and she knocked her out cold. What a win for Miranda Granger. Another first round knockout, as another first round finish as well. 8-1 for Miranda Danger Granger, as fucking Paige VanZant's now 8-6. Another loss. I mean, it's not smart to cut her from a name value standpoint, but god damn it, she is just, you know, what can you say? You gotta be able to fight. You gotta be able to fight if you're gonna be here. And an 8-6 record is not gonna do it, especially when you have won, yeah, like we said, I mean, out of her last now 5 bouts, she's lost 4 of them, and even if you go back to all the way to the Thug Rose fight in 2015, she's only won twice. From December of 2015 onwards. That's a long time. A long time to only get fucking 2 wins. That is, it's not great. Not great at all. And now she's 5-5 too in the UFC. Brutal. It's a night of underdogs so far in the prelims, as she gives a name check to all of her sponsors and thanks all of her fans who turn out to support her. As she is asked who she'd like to fight next, she answers that she thinks the fight against Luana Carolina would particularly be a great contest. We'll see. We shall see. Sean Tarzan Strickland against Kristoff Jaco. See if Sean Strickland's got enough for him. Very, very talented fighters, though. 21-4, 20-3. A lot of fight experience, too. Polish native versus the Riverside, California native of Sean Strickland. At Dan Anderson's Athletic Fitness Center, American top team for Kristoff, Jaco. So here we go, round one begins. They touch gloves. Strickland looking to set up the takedown. He's got the single leg. So already with a pretty solid wrestling start. As Jaco's ready for it, and the scramble begins. Strickland's already got him up first. Got him against the cage again. Maybe another takedown potentially. No, just wrestles free. Now back in the center we go. Yeah, Strickland's coming forward again. Nice 1-2. Can't hit the separate jab, but it's a straight left. Strickland now with a judo takedown. Yeah, got him down. I'm assuming it's a judo takedown since he just grabbed him. Yeah, he clenched up with him. Got some clinch takedown, I guess, instead of a judo takedown, but same. As Strickland fires off a few punches, but they aren't throwing any great force. Jaco trying to scramble. That's not happening, though. He's got side control of Strickland. And there's under a minute left. Strickland's looking for mount. Jaco tries to avoid it with a scramble, but he's just going to be on his back pulling guard. Tremendous first round for Sean Strickland. I mean, that was all Sean Strickland. He did a really, really good job. Especially, well, I wouldn't say all Sean Strickland. There in the first minute or so, Jaco had him, but after that, it was all Sean Strickland. Definitely 10-9 round. Another takedown attempt. He's got him again. He's going to lay and bray this time. That is not the Sean Strickland way. As he's trying to get out of half guard into a better position. As he almost gets side control, but Jaco's ready for it. The scramble begins. He takes his back. Sean Strickland for the rear naked choke. Not happening, though. Got both hooks in. He's in deep shit here. He's got it in deep. Still fighting it, though. He's going to pass out. Well, listen, respect for that. But that's a hell of a win for Sean Strickland. And another finish. 21-3. 21-5 for Kristoff, Jaco. And what a great start to his middleweight run here in the UFC as Sean Strickland gets him checked out at Dan Anderson Athletic Fitness Center. All his various sponsors, all of its friends, family, and supporters. So got a lot of respect for Kristoff, Jaco, and praises his toughness as well. Charismatic performer, though, is Sean Strickland. And then Rob Font, which was Ronnie the Heat Lawrence. Minus 170, plus 130. Heavy fight experience for Rob Font, obviously age experience as well. And we'll see how exactly Rob Font and Ronnie Lawrence go to battle here as Herb Dean's a referee. Cage-side judges, round one begins. They come together and strike. Font with a 1-2. It's a straight left, or quick left rather, and straight right. Yeah, look, a great boxing display from Ronnie Lawrence. Combination ends with a right cross. Oh, he rocked him! Oh, shit, Ronnie Lawrence is already looking to finish the fight here. Catches him with the big right hand. That might be it right here. 20 seconds? 30 seconds is all it took. Herb Dean's got to stop the fight. 35 seconds to be exact, as Ronnie Lawrence making it 11-1. These prelims are off to a electric start. All finishes so far. Only one fight has made it into the second round. And we're already at the fucking main event in the prelim. Malcolm X. Gordon and Brandon the Assassin Baby Mareno. If there's going to be a fight that goes the distance, this is a pretty good call. As the Alberta native, Calgary, Alberta native for Malcolm Gordon, and for Tijuana, Mexico, as far as Brandon Moreno. So as far as almost polar opposites of each other from the North American side, on the top and the bottom of North America, but they get to meet in the middle in Nevada, and we'll get to see how these two are going to battle it out. Brandon Moreno with no fight camp is a bit of a worrying thing I see, but grants MMA for Malcolm Gordon just by giving him an edge. And there's been some underdogs already getting some wins tonight. Wouldn't be that shocking if Malcolm gets the win here. So opening bell again. Here we go. Scoring comes forward, willing to take a few shots, gets close up to wrestle. Nice left hand, straight right from Moreno. Gordon's trying to again grapple with him, but a great job from Moreno with a huge strike. Wow, Moreno's taken down. Malcolm Gordon's very much worried about getting caught from the bottom. He loses momentarily. Now a scramble. Now Gordon's already up first. He's already grabbed quickly up against the cage here, so we'll see what Moreno can do as he gets a knee strike inside his own knee. Does Malcolm Gordon. Knees to the ribs now. Now an elbow to the face. I'm loving this now. And he takes him down potentially here. Nope, couldn't take him down actually. Gets blocks him, manages to pull him back into the clinch against the cage. Another knee strike, another elbow. Same again as far as he's able to fight off the takedown. And now they're back into the center actually. So Gordon's looking for another takedown, throws a quick punch, doesn't hit it. Now Gordon gets another takedown. Man, this is not a great start for Brandon Moreno. I mean, it's probably 10-9 Gordon, yeah. Makes sense. Not looking good, though, for Brandon Moreno. He needs to really hit the comeback switch now. The left hand and the right hand from Moreno. But Gordon's already moving in fast and clinching with him. Another takedown attempt. Moreno's not able to take anybody down. It's going to be a long night for him. Halfway point in the second already. Gordon, again, just throwing strikes. Just trying to keep busy so they keep him down there. Herb Dean's finally going to stand him up with about a minute left. And Malcolm Gordon says, fuck that shit. I'm going right back down. 4 for 4 on takedowns. Brutal. Brutal for Brandon Moreno. Getting absolutely out-wrestled. And he needs a finish now at this rate. Left jab and a right hook from Moreno. He's doing a good job boxing-wise, but it's not going to be enough. Just Malcolm's able to just keep on wrestling him up. 3 minutes he always got to take. As far as for Malcolm Gordon, he's going to win 30-27. Which, he's trying to drag him back down in the cage here. Yep, Mareno can't get past the takedown defense either. He can't take him down. Malcolm Gordon's takedown defense is just crazy. And then Mareno goes down, no problem. Hasn't stopped a single one. Minute left. And that's probably going to be all she wrote by the looks of this. Brandon Moreno getting 30-27. Did not see that coming on the main event of the prelim. It was a decent fight, too. The only bout that's made it the distance so far, and it's been the worst one. Really no surprise. I don't know what I'm going to do with Brandon Moreno, though. We try to give him a bit of a gimme with Malcolm Gordon, and he gets run through. So I have no idea. No ideas. He thinks I'm going to thank the Grants MMA for helping prepare for the fight and also their sponsors for supporting him financially. It's on to the opener of the main card. Nikita Krylov against Yuri Petroska. Petroska the slight favorite. That hasn't stopped anybody, though, today. We've seen a lot of upsets already. The Czech Republic native and the Ukraine native are looking to go to fucking war. This is going to be a hell of a fight. I just got a feeling in my bones that this is going to be awesome as our cage side judges, our referees. Here we go. They come together to strike. Here is that left jab from Krylov, but the right hand's blocked. Oh, he went for the head kick already. The Petroska. It's a left jab followed by a head kick that's wide of the mark. Missing the body kick attempt, and here comes Petroska moving with a great right hook. I'm loving the counter strikes from Petroska. He went for another head kick. He is going for it all. And Petroska with another counter as Krylov misses the big right hander. Comes a quick left jab and a left to the hook to the body. Oh my god, is he another left jab and a body kick that fails though. Now Petroska's still pressuring him. He's got him into the pocket now. Oh, there's a head kick. Didn't do must have not did enough damage. I thought for sure he was going to drop him with it. Krylov now hits a jab. Jab and misses the big right hand that follows it up. And counter jab doesn't connect, though. Petroska just doesn't want to get... You don't want to overstay your welcome here in this first round. I don't want him to get tired out. Because he's swinging and missing. But so is Krylov, too. Oh, there's the massive fucking head kick, though. After the jab hits home. Knocks him down. This could be it. Or he's going to get saved by the bell. We're going to see. A 1-2 there. He does get saved. Going into the second, obviously a 10-9 round for Petroska. Here we go, left hand. Oh, another fucking head kick from the counter after he misses with the jab. Damn, he didn't even drop him? That's crazy. He keeps on going. I mean, listen, Nikita Krylov is a tough son of a bitch. Avoids the low kick, though. He lands a flurry of punches now. Now Petroska's getting tired. No surprise. We'll see if the rope-a-dope's going to work for Krylov. Oh my god, he about got destroyed again. Oh no, Krylov actually with the counter this time. Never mind. He almost landed his big head kick. Oh, he's off target with a pair of jabs. Hits a spin kick to the ribs, though. Hits a jab and a low kick from Petroska. Krylov's now getting tired. Flurry of 3 punches, but Krylov evades the big right punch. Counter jab from Krylov. Feints one way, throwing him off balance. Nice jab, avoids the kick to the body, though. Yeah, catches him with the leg. Oh, catches the leg, rather, excuse me, as he lands 3 punches and one for the spinning back kick. Krylov now with the opportunity to take him down, potentially. I don't know, just yanks him backwards, and we're all squared here as far as... Yeah, it's a 10-9 round for Petroska. I figured this one was going to be pretty close, but yeah, he still outstruck him. Yeah, probably going to need a finish as Krylov here. Realistically, even if you're down Or if it's not down, technically. I guess if it's 1-1 going into the third, you still want to go out and try to get a finish. Krylov with a great counterattack with the right hand, though, to start off the third and final round. Misses the left jab. Also doesn't hit the leg kick. Now both guys are just kind of swinging and missing here. Left jab and a right cross from Petroska. As now there's a counter to the left jab and a left kick to the ribcage now. The counter from Petroska has really been fascinating to see. And Krylov just about finding the mark on that head kick. Here comes a good right hand off the counter from Petroska. I mean, yeah. Petroska, you don't want to stand up with him. You're going to get outstruck for sure. Left jab and a low kick. Both guys are pretty much running on E at this point. Misses the big right hand. Here comes Petroska to counter with a right hook. Don't think anyone's going to get knocked down. But as I say that, he might just... Yeah, he does it right on cue. Knocked him down at the third round. Minute 40 left. Is he going to finish him here? Now he's looking for mount. Krylov bucks his hips and starts a scramble. Now he's got north-south. Is Petroska. I wonder what he's going to do here. And he's going to pound away. That's pretty smart. You don't want to get caught on the bottom. It's a great win for Petroska, though. 30-27 or 29-28. Yeah, 30-27 for Yuri Petroska. I thought it was a lot better than decent, but I get it. 28th victory for him, and just a hell of a fight for Yuri Petroska as he gets a win in a major way. Completely outclassed Nikita Krylov, though. He got saved in the first round. He got saved there towards the end of the fight as well. Just a great performance all around from Yuri Petroska as Thug Rose Namajunas taking on Tatiana Suarez as Rose 8-4 with a slight favorite at -150 Taekwondo background against the freestyle wrestler in Tatiana Suarez +110. Dan Mergliato's referee. Cage side judges here. Here we go. Opening bell. There's a nice 1-2 from Namajunas as Rose now with a jab and a right to the side of the ribs now. She's really lighting her up here. There's some strikes and a fast leg kick, but now Suarez is equal to all of them. But again, a nice 1-2 again. That jab and a straight right. Doesn't trouble the opponent with a combination of a low kick to the legs. Now Suarez is looking to move in and as far as try to get a takedown. But it's a brilliant sprawl from Rose to stop that from happening. A quick flurry of 5 punches. Sees all of them hit home, and it's a nice straight right hand that lands hard. She's doing a really, really good job stand-up-wise so far. Jabs wide, it's the right hand. Namajunas connects to the jab. Suarez evades the big right punch. Tagging with intent now with Namajunas scoring with a 2 out of a flurry of 3 punches. Finds nothing but error in the big right. Quick jab pokes out for Suarez now. Yeah, if Suarez is just going to stand there and be a punching bag, it's not looking good for her. She's looking for a chance to get something going, but... Oh, spinning back kick to the chest now from Rose. A nice 1-2 again. Now Suarez is cut. God damn, she is lighting her up. Still just landing some heavy shots. Suarez is definitely down 10-9. See what Suarez can do here in the second. But, I mean, Thug Rose has got to keep on doing what she's doing, and she'll be just fine. And she catches her with a crunching right hook now. Probably damaged her own hand, though, with that. So that is not great. Going to probably cause some major damage here for her, and that's going to cause some problems as well. Suarez is now looking for a takedown potentially up against the cage. I'm just going to keep her against the cage. Alright, just going to grind her out. Interesting stuff here. Hard foot stomp from Rose. Mergliato's going to separate him. Oh, Rose now with a takedown. How about that? Oh, my. She's switching up on her. She's trying to pass now. Suarez keeps her in guard, though. It's a good job from Suarez on the bottom, but it's still going to be a Thug Rose round. She needs a finish. Does Tatiana Suarez. So far, when it's gone the distance, it's been pretty one-sided. I haven't seen a close one yet. I mean, oh, and the wizard from Namajunas to get out of that. Yes, Rose with another takedown. Oh, but looking for the guillotine from the bottom. Oh my god, that would have been crazy. What a win that would have been. Just pull that victory out of nowhere. Now Rose is trying to come out on top here. She is. So we'll see what happens in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fight. Suarez needs a finish. I mean, it's just been all Thug Rose so far. The only time she even had her close to having anything happening was that Hail Mary of a guillotine attempt. And yeah, Thug Rose, 10-9 again, 30-27. Oh, wow, someone gave her a 30-26. You don't mind a 10-8 round there. I really don't. Because there were some dominant rounds, for sure. But Thug Rose makes it 9-4. Tatiana Suarez gets our first loss in a pretty dominant display, too, from Thug Rose. That was very, very impressive. Very, very impressive there, as she gives thanks, does Rose Namajunas, praising her team and at the Genesis Training Center and her various sponsors and all the fans of Ground Sporter. It's our probably most anticipated bout, to be honest, as far as for me, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Nate Diaz. Here we go. Minus 290 favorites for Nate, and it's been an underdog night so far. Eve Levine's the referee. Cage-side judges, here we go. They touch gloves. They stand and trade blows. Neither fighter can land anything. Again, neither fighter can land anything. Diaz looking to strike. Thompson bobbing and weaving, making a miss. Bobbing and weaving from Diaz now. Yeah, they're ready for each other, man. They're countering each other's counters at this rate. Here comes a right hook here comes a counter. It's a pair of left jabs followed by a right hand from Thompson. Thompson counters the right hand with a quick left jab and a right hand that narrowly fails to connect. As Diaz with a left hook. Now Diaz looking to step in again. As there's a left jab, but doesn't find the mark on the right hook. Ooh, there's a quick punch. 3 quick punches. 2 of them land, and then connects with the right hand. Left jab, fails on the hook to the body. Left roundhouse kick to the body now from Stephen Thompson. Left jab, right hand taking on the gloves. As Thompson hits a couple of jabs, but can't get a kick to the body. Thompson now stands ready as Diaz moves in. Thompson slipping past the right hook and counters with a nice left hand. As here comes another counter from Thompson, as it's a right hand. Wow, what a back and forth first round. Could have went either way. They're going to give it to Thompson. I don't hate it. Yeah, he definitely outstruck him. There you go. If he keeps it standing, Stephen Thompson should be just fine. But Diaz, you expect him to go for a takedown at some point, or even a clinch to be able to pull him into his guard. But he's been one to strike with Stephen Thompson, and so far that's been a terrible idea. Left jab and a left to the body. There's a right cross now from Diaz. There's a quick left kick and an inaccurate spin kick, though, from Stephen Thompson. Oh, there's a flurry from Nate Diaz, though. Here comes a score of 3 punches and then a right cross. Boy, oh boy. And he's still pouring it on. Left jab misses the right hook the left hook to the body. Oh, no, I was right the first time. The right hook to the body. Left jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body, though, from Thompson. Now Diaz starting to slow down. Again, great head movement from Thompson. Right hand taking on the gloves. Looking to strike now. Thompson's tempting him here as a jab. Doesn't connect the mark on the right hand to the body. Doesn't connect with the left jab. It lands a left kick to the rib cage, though. Thompson steps in. There's a leg kick. 1-2 from Diaz. The cut underneath Thompson's eye. As he misses the right hook, and here comes a counter of a solid right hand. Oh, but he rocked him. Oh, no, he eye-poked him. Never mind. Excuse me. Jesus, he fucking got eye-poked. Let's see. All right, the fight's back underway. As Thompson lets Diaz step in. Oh, it's a glancing blow with a high kick. They're getting countered with a left jab. Off target with the left jab, lands the right hook. Diaz steps in, misses the jab, lands the left kick to the rib cage. Jab in the right hand, that's blocked. Diaz has stepped in, watched on all the way by Stephen Thompson. As he managed to connect with only 1 punch. They have a flurry, but misses the low kicks. I think that was Diaz's round. Yeah, I think we're all tied up here going into the final round. We'll see what happens. Thompson with the left hook. Diaz with the left cross. Thompson's ready for the counter. Great counter from Thompson. It's a left kick to the ribs. As standard trade blows, neither really can land anything. Now Thompson rolls the shoulders. Trying to relieve some pressure here. Thompson again with a great counter. Countering a right hand with a left jab and a solid right. Diaz lands the left jab, but also fails on the hook shot to the body. There's a just about lands a head kick to Thompson. He was probably into the fight with that one. He's off target with the left jab, also fails on the hook to the body. Yeah, they're just tired of this rate. They really can't go for anything here. Yeah, he misses the right hook, gets kind of the left hand. The left hook from Diaz. Left jab, and also spin kick to the body from Thompson. Both guys are ragged here. Finally, Diaz goes for a trip takedown. Damn, he can't even take him down. Brutal. Thompson now got him against the cage. Not looking good for Nate Diaz, as I think he lost that round. Damn, that is tough to see. 29-28 for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. What a win. But again, I just shocked that Diaz couldn't take him down at the end of the third, nor did he even try in the second. But at least he won a round. That would have been a fun 5-round fighter. That would have been a fun 5-round fight for sure, but and so far we've just been on a decent run. That was at least the closest back and forth fight that's went the distance, but so far this main card It's not lived up to expectations, as Stephen Thompson gives an injury to Miranda upstate karate, as far as all his various sponsors, all of his friends, family, and supporters. He has a lot of respect for Nate Diaz, praises his toughness as well as, Stephen Thompson being the man. So our co-main event for the flyweight women's title, Jessica Ai versus Caitlyn Chikagan. Team Lloyd Irvin, strong style fight team. Boxing, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, just all around is Jessica Evil Eye, and a boxing background for Chikagan. As the cage side judges there, here we go. Both fighters stepping in strike. Eye hits the left hand. There's a jab, right hand absorbing all the gloves. Chikagan misses the high kick, leaves herself open for a counter. Here comes Eye with a quick left jab and a solid right hand. Man, Jessica Eye. Oh, yeah, now she misses the big right hand. Here comes Chikagan with the counter. It's a quick left jab and a right cross. Eye attacks with a glancing blow with a high kick, though, off the counter. So far, these girls are just countering each other. Scores a left hook, and Chikagan hits a jab again at the right cross. Missing the jab, gets countered with a jab and a right hook. Oh my god, another counter. Chikagan with a jab and a right hook. Unreal. Jessica keeps on pressuring her, though. Can't connect with the jab. Lands the right hand, though. Goes the left to the body. Lands the left jab. Doesn't find the mark on the right hand, though. Eye with the left hand. Lands 3 strike combinations with a right crosses Chikagan. And she rocked her here in the first. Oh, there's the big right hand from Chikagan. She might finish the fight here and avenge her loss. It looks like she will. And in fact, we get a finish in the first round for the flyweight women's champion. Still rated only decent. That's crazy. I rarely see that where you see a first round finish and it's only rated decent. I thought that was a lot better than just decent, but hey, I guess that's just me. But the 15th victory for Chikagan in her first defense. She's looking like a superstar right now. That was a great win. See, with the women's flyweight title around her waist, she celebrates continuing her reign as champion. This is our final fight, our main event here. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. Minus 150, plus 150 for Stipe. Look for his 20th victory. We already saw one Independence, Ohio native lose tonight. Will we see another one? It would be pretty sad if that's the case, but we shall see for the heavyweight title. Cage side judges here. Here we go. As far as Miocic just towering over Cormier, of course. Stepping in, looking to unleash a strike here. Miocic connects with a nice jab and then catches him with the right hook. Yeah, there's the striking advantage for Miocic. No surprise, a jab and a straight right. Hey, looking for a low kick there. Oh, he did catch him. Never mind, but he missed with the jab. Cormier looking to clinch. Oh, nice couple of short punches from Cormier. They're looking to get some dirty boxing now. Got him against the cage. Muay Thai clinch now? That's interesting. Looking for the knee. That's very, very interesting to see. Now he's got a glancing blow. Yeah, it gets caught, rather, as far as that attempted knee strikes. And now the leverage allows Miocic to wrestle free out of the Muay Thai clinch. See, Cormier didn't do a whole lot with that. 2 left hands now. Doesn't connect with the right to the body. Cormier is able to grab him again. That's the end of the first round. I would definitely say Miocic won that one. Yeah, 10-9 for Miocic there. We'll see what happens in the second. As Cormier steps in, willing to take a few strikes. Means getting close enough to wrestle. 1-2 from Miocic, fails to land. And Cormier, again, just grappling him. He's not going for a double leg or a single leg. I don't understand it. Oh, he's looking for a slam, though. Damn! Planted him. Got him. As now Cormier on the ground. Yep, there's that lay and pray that I was afraid of. Now Miocic trying to get him with a punch. Not happening, though. Trying to pass guard, get side control. Not happening. This Miocic just keeping him down there, but it's just going to keep on ticking away. It's Cormier just going to try and lay and pray his way to victory. So yeah, 10-9 for now, man, as far as we're tied up after 2. See what happens in the third. Nice 1-2 from Miocic. Oh, he cut him above the eye. Noticeable gash above the eye of Cormier here. As Cormier wants to grapple, but he's willing to come in close enough to get hit with a strike. There's a nice straight right hand that lands hard. And he caught him with it. Cormier's in big, big trouble here. There's a big right hand that snaps his head back. And there's a fucking head kick that knocks him down. He's going to finish the fight here in the third. He absolutely does. Finally, Mergliata's going to stop the fight. Your winner of the trilogy and your winner and still heavyweight champion in the man that will fight John Bones Jones, Stipe Miocic, as that's his 20th victory. And what a fight this shall be. And yes, Cormier retires a farewell. As far as giving thanks, Miocic praises his team, a strong style fight team is very responsible to all fans who give him the support of. As Miocic celebrates still being the heavyweight champion of the world, and he's looking forward to his next challenger, which we all know is John Bones Jones. The critical rating kind of swing and a miss. You know, it looked like it was going to be an all-timer from the prelim, and then just we kind of hit a brick wall with the main event of the prelim and couldn't get it back until the main event. The Nate Diaz, Stephen Boy Thompson fight was weird. Probably could have been a little bit better. I don't know why that was only rated decent, you know, her and I, but it is what it is. Decreased in popularity in some regions, decreased in some as well. So, kind of a wash, I would say. Performance bonus, I really have no idea. I mean, Petrosco was the favorite in that one. Honestly, Latifi, no one gave him a prayer. So, yeah, probably give him one. Probably Miranda Granger as well. Strickland. Yeah, Ronnie Lawrence as well. Yeah, just a lot of the prelims. A lot of the prelim people. And we still made around $1 million as well. Miocic made $1.5 million from the gate. It's a good night for Stipe. As, yeah, that will do it, of course, for episode 21. What a card. You know, the International Fight Week call is Phil Hall's Hospital. Charlie Ward, yeah, I don't know why we're seeing a Bellator fight, but hey, there, yeah, Phil Hall's gets the win. As, and we have another one. This fucking baby slice. Oh, Joey Davis gets the win, making that 8-0. Any more Bellator fight? There we go. So yeah, the next card, I believe at least, it is, but I think it's, it might be a fight night now I'm thinking about it. I was thinking it was the Fight Island card, but now I'm thinking about it, God, there were so many fights happening in the first Saturday of July. Oh my God. Give it a rest, people. Does everyone need to have a fight card on this Saturday? Jesus Murphy. Well, now it doesn't want to load. Just great. Just great. Imagine it crashes. I'd be devastated. Devastated. But yeah, I mean, we'll take a look at the standings, actually, in the next episode as well. Since we're going to look at them at every month, but preferably after each pay-per-view. It's kind of the plan. So, as far as from that perspective, oh, wow, it might really crash. It's not responding. Yes, we know. There we go. Hey, finally, we got it going. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is the Fight Island card. All right, yeah, I was correct. Fucking Jose Aldo and Yair Rodriguez. Islam is taking on Clay Guida now. Sean O'Malley and Alejandro Perez. It should be a fun-ass card. And Yair Rozenstruik against Alexander Romanov to kick off the main card as well. Some bad motherfuckers on that card. That is for sure. And then, of course, we'll have Woodley and Dos Anjos. The ESPN Plus card of Gaethje and Gillespie. In 253, we're going to Australia for the Whitaker Adesanya fight and for Holloway and Volkov. Also, Juan Adams and Tai Tuivasa, which Juan Adams, of course, has been knocking dudes out left to right in the save. Very fun fight there. And also, Charles Oliveira and Dan Hooker. What a fight that is on the main card. But, yeah, that's kind of the plan. The plan is to have at I want to say it's either 256 or 257 will be the John Jones heavyweight fight. It's right now it says light heavyweight, but yeah, it'll be a heavyweight contest. And we'll just see how long we have to wait for Stipe here. Yeah, 48 days, yeah, so that's going to be a pretty good, point for him. We can move it up to probably October if we really wanted to bump the Royval card, but God, we got to have McGregor and Khabib main, and it'd be very weird to have Stipe and John Jones be the co-main. That's going to be a hell of a card as well. And that will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.